There's probably snakes. Come here. I'm scared of snakes. All this needs to be recut. Oh, baby, something shit. Ew. Ew, a bird shit on me.
Ew, it's good luck. I don't know what to
Baby, help me.
I ain't touching it.
Ew. I've never had a bird shit on me before. Baby, that's gross.
Wipe it.
Where do I wipe it?
Yeah, right over.
Come on. I can't believe a bird shit on me. Yes, we made it. So pretty out here.
Oh, what are you doing?
You
Be still.
You puppy.
There's people coming.
I know. Baby.
Get up there.
I can't. You're touching me in an inappropriate
No,
part.
I'm not.
Okay, well push me up.
Where?
Okay. I was recording.
You were recording.
Okay.
What's the ant?
Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to Dancing with Bella. I know y'all are probably getting tired of seeing me in this shirt, and I promise y'all this is the last video I'm gonna record, but I know a lot of y'all were curious about my relationship and how it works out with me being a stripper. The confession I have for you guys today is that I'm a married stripper. I know it might surprise a lot of y'all, and not a lot of people take that quite well. Reactions are just endless. And I understand where you guys are coming from, but I feel like this is a new era, a new age, a new generation, and a lot of us are starting to be more open. Obviously with our sexuality, a lot of swingers out there, and just different situations. Well, mine happens to be that I'm married, and it surprises a lot of people. Honestly, I don't like to lie. So when customers ask me if I'm married, I tell them the truth. I show them my ring and I tell them I'm married. I'm not gonna hide that. A lot of girls ask me, why don't you take off your ring? You probably make more money like that. Honey, it's not about married or boyfriend or anything. It's about the hustle. And this has not brought down my finances or anything. Actually, some people are actually happy to see a married stripper in there because they're married themselves. And for all those who say that I'm a homewrecker because I'm dancing for this married guy, it just blows my mind, because I'm not over there trying to break any relationship or anything. These men come on their own to the strip club and they want the dances. They're the ones that are messing up their relationships or whatever. My husband knows that I work at the strip club, and I'm not gonna hide it from him. I met him at the strip club. I know some of y'all have mentioned that you guys have met your boyfriends at the strip club as well. I actually met my husband when I was a waitress at the strip club, and after I met him, I decided to become a stripper because that was the time that I was getting pretty much my shit together. I had my car, my apartment, and everything, you know, like everything was going good, and then I just wanted to make more money. So after a while, my husband asked me to quit stripping, and back then, you know, like we were still getting to know each other. We were in a fresh relationship, and for a minute, I just told him I was going to keep working, and obviously you start falling in love, or you fall in love. Somehow I learned to manage it, but eventually he says, you know what, I want to take this relationship more serious, and I don't want you to work anymore. It just makes me feel a lot better that you're not grinding on people or dancing on them. I'm like, okay, you know what, I respect your decision, and I'm gonna quit dancing. So that's what I did for a while, and then I got myself into another career. I did that for a while, and after giving it so much thought, years later, it just wouldn't stop bugging me, and I kept thinking about the strip club. I'm like, okay, I want to go back, you know, this is what I was meant to do. I'm pretty good at what I did, and I want to continue doing it. So I prepared myself and pretty much sat down with myself and figured out what I was going to tell my husband. With him already saying no, that I had no chance of going back, I had to respect his decision, because by that time we were already married, and marriage is obviously a step above just being boyfriend and girlfriend or fiance, whatever. And it was serious, you know? So I'm like, fuck, how am I gonna tell him that I want to go back to the strip club? I was nervous, but I got the guts to go talk to him, and I sat him down and I'm like, you know what? Like, I feel like I'm a very independent girl. I'm loyal to you. I'm trustworthy. You should trust me and let me go back to the strip club. So at the beginning, it was just a blank reaction. I didn't know what he was going to say next, and he pretty much said, you know what? I love you. The man who's going to tell you to go work at the strip club doesn't really love you, and I'm not the type of guy. That really caught my heart, and it melted me. Melted me like a snowflake. But you know what? I had to stand my ground. I'm like, okay, you know what? I've been busting my ass for these companies that I don't even enjoy. I want to be happy, and I want to enjoy the place that I'm working at. And it just took a lot of conversation, going back and forth, and he finally said, you know what, I really don't want you to go, but if that's what you want to do, then go ahead and do it. And then at that point, it was really up to me. He had the saddest expression. He didn't want me to go, but you know, like I said, I can't live up to people's expectations if I'm not happy. I feel like I have to be happy first in order for me to bring them light and love and happiness as well. Because if I'm sad, that's all my energy is going to be giving off, is sadness and depression and everything. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do it. And that's what I did. At the beginning, it was kind of tough for me to get back into the groove, but I think it only took half a shift or a full shift to get back into it and remember what what the hustle was, what I had to do. So it wasn't that tough, but I mean, being in the industry and being married is not that hard, but it's something that you have to balance. Pretty much what my husband and I came up with was that I was gonna go to work, but after I got off work, I would leave the club behind, meaning that I was not gonna talk about the club, I was not gonna talk about the customers, the strippers, nothing. Once he picked me up and I got in the car, that part of the day was over. There was no talking about it, nothing. Unless something really big happened. That's how we compromised, and that's how we've been making it work. We consider it a job, and we don't bring it into our personal lives. When we're together, we're a normal couple. We're normal people. We like to go to the movies. We like to go out to restaurants and have a drink. We like to travel. We just do normal people stuff. A lot of people don't know how to put that balance, and that can make it really tough. I feel like it has a lot to do with both people too. I mean, if you guys can't trust each other, if there's no loyalty, no nothing, then there's no way it's gonna work. It really has to do with both of the people in the relationship. Y'all have to learn how to make it work, and if it doesn't work, then I mean, there's no reason why to keep trying. I'm thankful that it's worked for us, but I mean, our sex life is great. I mean, our relationship couldn't be better. We're like best friends. Honestly, he's my better half. I don't know what I would do without him. He's just supporting me. He's the best husband ever. Like, I'm still so much in love with him. And that's just how it is, guys. If you consider the strip club as just a job and you know how to put your boundaries, then I feel like it can work out. Some guys are really jealous, and I mean, if he's always bugging you about, hey, were you on this guy, or like always nudging you about negative shit about the strip club, then it's not gonna work. I mean, he's constantly gonna be talking about other guys and stuff, and it's not gonna work. I mean, that's just my point of view. It can actually work, I don't know, but that's just the way I see it. A lot of girls can't keep a relationship at the strip club. It's really hard. Like I said, it takes a lot of balance, a lot of loyalty, a lot of trust, a lot of love, and it's not for everybody. But I just wanted to confess myself and tell you guys a little bit about how I make it work. My husband works. I mean, everything is great. We're human. We have our little fights here and there, but I feel like in general, it's just, he's a gift from God, honestly. My 18th birthday at midnight, I was laying with one of my friends in front of my uncle's garage, and we were looking up at the stars. Right at the time that I looked up, there was a shooting star. When that shooting star passed and I seen it, I made a wish, and I wished that I would marry a wonderful guy who would treat me like a queen, and I wanted him to be named Marcus. I've told him this story many times, and every time we get in a little argument, he'll be like, well, you wished for me. And that's true, I did wish for him. And I mean, like I said, he's just everything to me. But yeah, that's just a little, that's my story, guys. If you're in a relationship and you're a stripper, let me know how it goes. Let me know how you deal with it, how you make a balance with it. And yeah, I mean, there's really not much to it. It's just the main stuff that has to come together. I give my husband a lot of props because I know that it's really, really hard to have a wife as a stripper. And I mean, I look up to him. Honestly, I do. That's my story, guys. I hope I got all the details in there. If y'all have any more questions about my relationship, please feel free to ask. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Again, I still have a lot of questions that I have to answer, and most of them I'm going to be making videos for, so I'm not even going to comment down below. It's kind of hard for me to comment back, but one way or another, I hope I get your question answered. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will put my Instagram, Snapchat somewhere here, and I hope y'all enjoyed my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys. See you guys on the next video.